Bob, keep talking to the people. They might never hear your voice again. Keep talking to them for a little while until you're cool.
Reggae music come make a chant down Babylon. Yeah, chant down Babylon.
Singer Bob Marley, his reggae music known far beyond its roots in Jamaica, died in a Miami hospital today after a long battle against cancer.
Only a few individuals in history have captivated the global audience quite as Bob Marley. As an artist, his fame rivals that of iconic groups, such as the Beatles and Led Zeppelin. Yet his influence transcends mere musical prowess. He stands as a towering cultural symbol. From his distinctive dreadlocks to his timeless melodies and unwavering commitment to his Jamaican roots, Bob Marley is eternally etched in history as a champion of harmony, a voice for authenticity, a trailblazer, and above all, a beacon of Jamaican heritage. However, behind the Bob Marley posters adorning the walls of bars and clubs lies a life story marked by challenges, shaped by political and religious convictions, born from a backdrop of unrest and poverty. A Rastafarian hailing from Trenchtown, Marley faced adversity, including systemic oppression, attempts on his life, exile, and ultimately a tragic battle with illness. Through it all, his steadfast belief in his message endures, ensuring the world's continued celebration of Bob Marley. Bob Marley's early years were deeply influenced by the complex dynamics within his family. His mother, Cedella, descended from slaves, found herself entangled with Captain Norval Sinclair Marley, a white British government official. Norval's promises of marriage and economic stability led to a relationship with the then 17-year-old Cedella, who soon became pregnant. However, as soon as Cedella was expecting their child, Norval abandoned her. This left Cedella, now a poor, single mother, to navigate the challenges of raising a child who would face potential ostracization due to his mixed-race heritage. Determined to provide the best life for her son, Cedella left her rural village of 9 Mile and resettled in the economically disadvantaged Trenchtown neighborhood in Kingston. Bob Marley, named Robert by Cedella, carried his father's surname, yet he harbored deep resentment toward the man who had treated his mother so callously. Despite this absence, or perhaps because of it, Marley's strong character and commitment to his roots in Trenchtown began to take shape. Trenchtown, described as one of Kingston's most economically disadvantaged areas, became the backdrop for Marley's formative years. The corrugated metal shacks, limited plumbing, and harsh living conditions characterized Trenchtown. Fights and stabbings were commonplace, and the Trenchtown street gangs, known as the Rude Boys, often clashed violently with the local police. In this challenging environment, Marley learned to stand up for himself, earning the street name Tough Gang, a moniker he later used for his recording studio. Despite the hardships, Marley never saw Trenchtown as a place to escape. Instead, he aimed to showcase the resilience, strength, and sense of community that he witnessed in the neighborhood. The Wailing Whalers, formed in 1963 with Peter Tosh and Bunny Livingston, marked the beginning of Marley's musical journey. The group's debut hit, Simmer Down, showcased Marley's early dedication to using music as a platform for social commentary, addressing the issues of violence in the local gangs. Marley's roots in Trenchtown not only influenced his music, but also instilled in him a profound desire to share the stories of the neighborhood's bravery and the community spirit with the world. At the time, the most popular music scene in town was a mobile DJ station on wheels, manned by Clement Coxon Dodd. Dancehalls would be set up around Dodd's station, so he was the arbiter of the local music scene. The Wailing Whalers hopped on this train and submitted the song Simmer Down, which became their first hit single. So yeah, the image on screen, that is really Bob Marley and crew. But as you might have noticed, the Wailers sounded and looked quite different in their Simmer Down days. However, even this early work shows that Marley was already plugged in to the same humanitarian themes that would later define his career, as the song's lyrics plead for the local gangs to tone down their violent actions before the authorities respond with more violence. The Wailing Whalers rapidly became the hot new thing in Jamaica, and even gained 3 new members. But the party didn't last long. Bankrolling a popular band costs a lot of money, and the members just didn't have the funds. So, the band broke up. After the dissolution of the Wailing Whalers, Bob Marley's life took a transformative turn. His marriage to Rita Marley marked a pivotal moment, leading him to follow his mother to the United States. However, the hustle and bustle of the American life did not resonate with Bob Marley, who found himself longing to be back with his wife in Jamaica. During Marley's absence, Jamaica experienced a profound spiritual and cultural awakening with the visit of Ethiopian Emperor Haile Selassie in 1966. For local Rastafarians, Selassie's arrival was nothing short of the fulfillment of a prophecy, the second coming of the Messiah. Many, including Marley's wife, Rita, converted to Rastafari, a faith deeply rooted in African spirituality, resistance to oppression, and the veneration of Haile Selassie as the divine figure. Upon his return to Jamaica, Marley was surprised to find his wife wearing dreadlocks, a symbol of Rastafarian commitment. It didn't take long for him to embrace his newfound faith though, marking a significant chapter in his life. The Rastafari principles, including a connection to Africa, the rejection of societal norms, and a focus on spiritual consciousness, became integral to Marley's identity. Bob Marley's conversion to Rastafari went hand in hand with a shift in his musical approach. Reuniting with his old friends to revive the Wailers, Marley and the band embraced a new sound that would later be recognized as reggae, a fusion of rocksteady and ska with distinct Rastafarian influences. By 1972, the Wailers secured a contract with Island Records, propelling them towards international acclaim. The reggae genre, known for its laid-back rhythms and the socially conscious lyrics, became a powerful medium for Marley to share the messages of peace, love, and resistance that were central to Rastafari. In the turbulent political landscape of 1970s Jamaica, Bob Marley found himself inadvertently entangled in the strife between rival political factions. As a symbol of unity and peace, Marley's refusal to align himself with any particular political party made him a target. The fateful night of December 3rd, 1976, cast a dark shadow over Marley's life. A vehicle approached his residence in Hope Road, Kingston, and unleashed a hail of gunfire. The assailants were not only content with a drive-by shooting. 3 gunmen stormed into the house, determined to eliminate Marley.
So when the gunshot started firing on Hope Road, the first thing come back to my mind was the vision. And all I could remember is that the vision said, don't run. Them fire until it was tired of fire and then...
The intensity of the attack left Marley, his wife Rita, and his manager, Dan Taylor, with gunshot wounds. While the injuries sustained were not fatal, the emotional trauma inflicted on Marley was profound. The attack shattered the illusion of invincibility that often surrounds public figures and forced Marley confront the harsh realities of political violence in his homeland. The emotional and the physical scars of that night stayed with Marley for the rest of his life, serving as a stark reminder of the precariousness of his position as a peace advocate in a politically charged environment. In the aftermath of the attempt on his life, Marley faced a critical decision whether to retaliate with violence or to persist in his mission for unity. Unyielding in his commitment to peace, Marley chose the latter. Instead of seeking vengeance, he intensified his efforts to bridge the gaps between warring factions, using his influence to call for calm and cooperation. Shaken by the attempt on his life, Marley embarked on a self-imposed exile to London. During this period, he poured his creative energy into the acclaimed album Exodus, drawing parallels between his own journey and the biblical Exodus. The album became a testament to Marley's resilience and his belief in a promised land, symbolized by Ethiopia in Rastafarian philosophy. Upon returning to Jamaica, Marley organized the One Love concert, a landmark event aimed at fostering unity in a politically divided nation. During the performance of Jamming, he invited rival political leaders to join him on stage, holding hands in a powerful display of solidarity. Tragically, amidst his triumphs, a silent adversary emerged. In 1977, Marley suffered an injury to his toe during a soccer game, leading to the discovery of acral lentiginous melanoma. Despite the diagnosis, Marley resisted the recommended treatment, adhering to Rastafari principles that discourage cutting into one's flesh, unless absolutely necessary. As Bob Marley's health rapidly declined, he made a poignant decision to return to Jamaica, his beloved homeland, in hopes of spending his final moments surrounded by the familiar sights and sounds that had inspired his music. However, fate had a different plan. During a layover in Miami, Marley's condition took a critical turn, and he was rushed to emergency care. On May 11, 1981, at the age of 36, Bob Marley succumbed to the complications of acral lentiginous melanoma. The news of his passing reverberated globally, leaving fans and admirers in mourning for a man who had become far more than a musical icon. He was a symbol of resilience, peace, and a fervent advocate for justice. Marley's remains were brought back to Jamaica, where he received a state funeral that drew thousands of mourners. The ceremony, punctuated by the haunting chords of Redemption Song, was a poignant farewell to an artist who had left an indelible mark on the world. 12,000 people filed past Marley's body, and an additional 10,000 waited outside to pay their respects. The outpouring of grief underscored the profound impact he had made, not only on the music industry, but on the hearts of people across continents. Bob Marley's impact extends far beyond the realm of music. He is celebrated not only for popularizing reggae on the global stage, but also for his unwavering commitment to Rastafarian principles and his activism for social and political change. In 1994, Marley was posthumously awarded the Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award, cementing his place among the greatest musical influencers of all time. His face adorns posters, his music resonates in homes and public spaces, and his words echo in the hearts of those who continue to seek inspiration from his powerful legacy. Bob Marley's tragic end did not mark the conclusion of his story. Instead, it became the catalyst for a perpetual celebration of his life, his music, and his enduring influence on generations to come. As long as reggae rhythms echo and the messages of love and unity persist, the spirit of Bob Marley lives on. Thank you for watching.